Micky, after Friday you said it was very important to follow that up with another victory. You've got it in a slightly different way tonight, but how pleased are you?
Yeah, we had to win. We just had to get a result. It is really always difficult when you get into 10 men, and it requires a lot of patience, and you have to wait for the opportunity to open people up. And then I could feel there was a wee bit of frustration around it. We've got to be calmer and just understand at some stage that we'll get them. There was loads of things that we'd want to get better. We never passed it as well as what we have done, but we got the result at the end of the day, and we'll speak on Thursday about the things that we need to polish up on and just keep things moving forward.
Obviously the two yellows for the striker and the sending off. Eddie, have any thoughts about that?
I think if you're booked and then you go for something again so quickly like that, you're very naive and you're going to make the referee make a decision, and I don't think that he was left with any alternative, but it was clearly another yellow, and they're doing it 10 men.
As you say, patience is important, but then you got the early goal in the second half, and what a big one for the young man Lewis Warrington as well.
Really good goal. Really good goal. That combined with the front man, which we wanted to do well, and he's drove into the 18-yard box and slid it by the goalkeeper. So a really good midfield player's goal. How
pleased are you for him? Because he's come into the season. You've got a very young midfield partnership there with Lee alongside him as well, sort of thing, and they've done really well for you.
Yeah, we do well to remember that. Sometimes I do myself, that they're learning. They really are learning in there, and there's a hell of a lot of responsibility on them to perform for a big club like Tranmere at this stage in the season. But they're doing really, really well, and they're growing all the time. They're getting better and better. So no, we're pleased with them.
We know he's a good passer of the ball, Lewis, certainly. But do you think there's a few more goals in as well? Is that something he can develop into his game? Do you think?
I think so. I think he's technically such a good little player. He's capable of knowing when to go and link off front men. He's capable of knowing that, and he's capable of driving out of that midfield at back fours. He's good at that. So that's something that, as a 19-year-old, I mean, that's all he is. He'll develop as he goes along. But no, he's had a good night tonight.
And at 1-0, obviously, you want the second goal as well, and then a lot of tugging of shirts going on inside the penalty area, and you get the second one, and then Kane had to wait a long time. Even one of their players had to rough up the penalty spot before Kane took it as well.
There was a lot going on, wasn't there, this evening? It was I don't know. It was just one of these kind of Tuesday nights. We just wanted to just get the job done. It just felt a wee bit like that. I think tonight. I think you got to the stage of the season now where you just want to take the opportunity of picking up the 3 points, and when you get that, just move on now. And it just felt a wee bit like that tonight. But we got the job done. We professionally got the job done. We weren't our scintillating best as I would like us to be now, but like I say, a clean sheet. Scored two good goals, and a really, really important victory.
And you mentioned the sloppiness in the passing, and after 2-0 there was just a little spell, was there, about 10 minutes or so, when you were a little bit careless in possession and they got a few opportunities.
Yeah, that's what happens if you give the ball away cheaply. I don't know if you get you lose your composure a little bit, or you become that wee bit sloppy because you have so much comfortable ball possession. I don't know if that's what happened to us. But we'll look at that and we'll say they need to be tidier, and they need to be more precise with the passing when we come into the kind of situations. But that's something. I mean, like you just said, they've got two young boys in midfield there, and you've got McPake, who's 19, 20 as well. You've got Hawks, who's very young. Elliot Nevitt's first season in league football. You go through the pretty much most of the team apart from the two centre backs, my goalkeeper. You've got L plates all over the place, so we've got to be careful. But we'll keep working hard with them and keep them learning, and we'll make sure that they get the right messages that next time we get into these situations, what we have to be better at.
And the 2 wins keep you right in, as I say, and now you've got 2 long away trips to come, haven't you? So now, can you take it away from home with you, Micky? I suppose that's the big question.
Well, we have to. If we're going to be successful, yeah, we have to. So we'll enjoy this evening. We've picked up another valuable 3 points. It's important that you get good victories at home, that you try and back it up if you get the opportunity in the next game, and we've managed to do that. So now we'll get ready and we'll get prepared again. Come in on Thursday, train Thursday, Friday, and then journey down to Sutton on Friday, and then go and attack another run-in game and try and pick up another valuable result.
And Kane, nasty flash of head there. Is he okay?
He's going to need some stitches in the back of his head, so he'll get that now, and then we'll get him ready to train again on Thursday.
I saw Jay Spearing skipping along the corridor a few moments ago. You must be quite close.
Yeah, he's going to train. He'll train Thursday, Friday, and then we'll have a look at things, and then you can have a good week's training as well on the build up to the Colchester away game. So all being well, he should be available for that game comfortably.
And that might help with Leo Connor probably away on international duty again.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. We would like it to slip seamlessly into that. They've got such a quality addition to come back in with the experience that he's got. It's important that we have that experience for the reasons that we just said, to keep people calm when everyone in the stadium is getting kind of frustrated that they think you have to score every time you have the ball, which just doesn't happen in football. You've got to be good with the ball and make good decisions, and that's what the experienced players will be able to do when they're out there, is calm people down. But we got over the line and we got a valuable 3 points.
It's not like a casualty interview, but Kieran Morris got a nasty knock at the weekend. How's Kieran recovering?
Yeah, he's going to be another week or two, so he'll be out. Paul Galazzo's season's over. He's done now, so that's a devastating for the lad, and a big blow for us because he gave us something different. But he'll still be a part of what we're doing. He'll get his treatment over at Liverpool and come in and support the lads, because it's still very much is still very much a big part of what we're doing here, and we want to keep him involved as long as possible.
But what you're back to now, you're back to staying in games and managing games, and that's why you've got the success so far this season.
Yeah, clean sheets is important, and scoring goals is important. Winning games at this time of the season, that's what it's all about. We'll endeavour to entertain you and play some fantastic football, but the bottom line will be getting wins and getting results, and we'll keep going. We'll just keep going and keep enjoying this stage of the season, and we're glad that we're involved in it.
Thank you, Micky.
Thank you.
Just one from me quickly. You've mentioned there that you can't score every time you've got the ball, and there was a sort of tension around Prenton Park before you did get the first goal. And there was a moment in the first half where you turned to the Beb end and sort of voiced that you could feel the tension in the stadium. Is that just sort of a product of the situation that the team finds itself in a promotion race?
Yeah, but people have. You've got to understand that you can't score a goal every time you get the ball, and I've got to understand the impact that they make on the team when they get frustrated or start being a frustrated fan. You've got to understand the situation. There was about 15-20 minutes to go of that half and 45 minutes of a second half, and they were down to 10 men and we had all or most of the ball. You just got to chill out and just understand that at some stage we'll get them. We will get them at some stage, and we did. So just stay with the team, keep encouraging the team. It's nervy enough and they need your support. I'd never criticise the fan base, no chance. I think too much of them for that. I'm one of them. But I just felt at that time it just needed to be calmed down a little bit, and I'm very grateful that they did. I think that they understood then and they went, all right, okay, thanks for that, and they calmed down, and we settled, the players settled down again. They're very young. You've got to remember it's a very young team, and you've got to realise that this is the first time that a lot of them are doing this. So stick with them, keep supporting them. I don't expect you to come along and not be frustrated at times, but this is a very experienced crowd here. They understand what happens at this stage of the season, and I just felt that at that stage that we just needed to calm down a wee bit, and we did. We got them in the end. We got a valuable 3 points, so good.
Yeah.